Hello, good afternoon,
Hiya.
everyone. This is Mainul Islam, Student Advisors from Nottingham, the base of Student, and today is live with another student stories. We are having today an amazing student from Nottingham Trent University, from all the way from China, and we are so lucky to have you today here. Please, could you introduce yourself?
Thank you, AC. So, hello everyone. My name is Na Qing. I'm from China, and I'm doing broadcaster journalism at Nottingham Trent University. I'm still in the second year at this moment, but I will put myself in to be third year. So, yeah, that's pretty much about me for the moment.
Great. Could you just tell us a bit about your journey to the UK for higher education and also in Nottingham Trent University? Did you directly get into the university when you first came to the UK, or you had to take another?
Well, I think it's sort of like directly getting to this university in terms of like chosen major because I'm quite interested in doing something about radio. That's why I chose broadcaster journalism. And when I did my research now in these universities, I just searched this university with the keywords like radio or say something about journalism wise. And then the first university that came to the top of the search bar was Nottingham Trent University. At that time, to be honest, I didn't know too much about this institution. I just looked through this module introduction, and I feel like, yeah, that's just exactly what I would expect this course about. And I was quite impressed by the teaching staff, like being all professional, those people working in the industry that actually come to the campus to teach me. So that's why I go for this university.
Great, great. Could you tell us one more thing? Like normally, Nottingham Trent University, in general, the request or the require IELTS 6.5 in all their undergrads and postgrads entries. So, what was your entry requirements when you have choose broadcast journalism, which is kind of a very different than the mainstream or main subjects what normal students come to study in the UK?
Yeah, just as you said, the average would be 6.5 overall. But as for broadcaster journalism, it requires a 7 overall. At that time, I only got a 6.5 overall. So that's why I actually has a 10-week PEEP, that's pre-sessional academic English course here. And I would say it was actually a quite good experience because I've learned so much, not only just about language-wise, like increased ability to being able to speak, or say like reading and listening wise, but the most important thing is about writing, because I think writing is something no, it doesn't matter whether international students or perhaps home students. You will be asked to do some writing for your essay, for your dissertation, and it was a structure and also how to organize these structures that I learned from the PEEP course that really helped me even throughout the year of studying here at the university. So yeah, I would say that's quite helpful.
Great, great. Thanks. The people who just joined us, just to let them know, my name is Mainul Islam. I'm an Student Advisor. Today, in our student life stories, we are having Na Qing from Nottingham Trent University, who is studying broadcasting journalism, B honors. And if you have any question regarding higher education in the UK or any university related questions, please do not hesitate to visit our website www.okstudent.co.uk, or you can book any appointments if you'd like to. You can get in touch with any of our advisors online, which is absolutely free. Well, coming to the UK is like making a decision when you are back home, when you search for higher education abroad. So there are so many other countries, other popular destinations, for example, Australia, Canada, United States, and New Zealand as well. But why did you choose UK? What was the main key points behind your decisions?
Well, I think the initial rationale was still something to do with major I would like to do, because that's about media. And I'm still got quite a lot of influence from the British media. And when
Mhm.
I decided to do something about journalism, it just came rather naturally. Like I just want to go to UK university. And after I did a bit of initial research, I just realized the kind of really systematic schedule for
Yeah,
your course that it really attracted me. So that's why I decided to go to UK university. And throughout the process, I feel like the more I find about the education here, the more I enjoy it and the more I like it. And I feel like that's just the best decision I've ever made. So, yeah.
of course. Is BBC had a role to play? I mean, influential.
Yeah, you guessed it, definitely.
Of course, yes. They're the iconic broadcasting agencies, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, yeah, that's great. Well, this is a very close time for September intake this year. So, the students coming across the globe are coming to the UK for participating in higher education, for example, coming to foundation programs, coming to BA honors, or even for MScs, postgraduate programs. What would be your suggestion to them for the last minute preparation before they come to the UK or also joining to their course? And what did you do when you have departed from your country?
Well, last minute preparation, you mean in terms of prepare yourself just like for the traveling or for your academic stuff?
I think kind of both. I mean, for traveling also is a different sort of preparation, but when you are coming to a
Mm.
new area or new country, for a new community, what sort of preparation you think people should have, and also what you have done before you come?
Okay. So what I did before I came here, I would say definitely do do some research about the society itself and like what kind of sort of common stuff that people there would do, and also ask those what kind of items you should prepare, like weather size, how like about the season, so that you know what kind of clothes you should take, and also get some still get some medicines to prepare yourself. What if you get ill, those kind of thing. And as for other stuff, and check those points if you feel like some daily essentials you might need. Also, perhaps
Mhm.
are they available there in that city? If it's available there, then you don't have to take it. Or perhaps it would be relatively cost effective if you bring it from your home. So that's the kind of thing I considered before I depart. As for other things, maybe it's not, those other things won't be that important, but just the culture wise to prepare myself, like mentally prepared. Okay, if I face that situation, how I would deal with it. That's the kind of thing I think maybe also helpful if you think about it.
Cool. Thank you. That's great. You know, Shane, you are a fantastic student. I mean, whoever studies journalisms and broadcasting journalism, they have to have certain sort of writing skills. And I see sometimes your writings in the LinkedIn or some other writing platforms. Could you just give us some tips and also some of your tactics, like how to write a really good personal statement? Most students, they often suffer to write and also struggle to write a personal statement. Could you just give us your?
So personal statements, I think I'm not like when I the first time I wrote in the statements, I got it really perfect. I also made some mistakes, and sometimes it may not look like as ideal as I would expect. There is a still a process. I did a lot of personal statements and sort of figure out what kind of things that would be desired by those person who are viewing your personal statements. And I also asked some other students what kind of things they would like to put, and perhaps they got a better result, like they get more offers compared to other students. So there's still kinds of process of me learning how to improve the personal statement. And after several times, I realized, like, definitely you need to demonstrate your passion, why you're not interested in the subjects of your choice. And then second, it comes to you need to at least let them know. I mean, that institution would also be interested to know why you would like to choose nurse. Just like some of the questions you asked before, why I choose NCO, and I need to explain that. Sometimes I definitely need to do my research beforehand. So what kinds of course they provide and how they provide these modules. So those informations are quite helpful for me to sort of establish the structure of the personal statement.
Yeah, it's great. One more question, like is related to the previous one. Have you actually been in touch with any of the society group before you travel from China? You know, the Chinese community, student community, and also other communities are such big communities in the UK. So they're the most international numbers of students who come to study. So before you come to the NTU, have you been in touch with any of the Chinese societies or groups?
Well, to be honest, no, not really. If anything, just some fresher group, Chinese freshers
Yeah,
group, not
yeah,
WeChat, but it's like those international students from China who will be studying in the UK across the whole country, not just like in Nottingham.
yeah.
So we're sort of like formed a group where we support each other and give some advice, what kind of stuff you should take, or say where, which tickets you should get, and if you want to get like a coach ticket, we could exchange those information. That kind of
Oh,
group.
that's great. So it's like a massive group. I mean, not only based in Nottingham, but I mean across the UK or all over the country. I mean, so it's
Yeah,
must be have so many members, and
yeah,
you guys are sharing your information and helping each other. It's really cool.
yeah, it's definitely. And also, they sometimes sell some second-hand stuff, like they also include some students who are not already graduated, so they might just sell out those stuff they used and not need anymore.
Great. So was it useful to you as well?
Uh, yeah, sometimes, not always.
Well, that's great. Well, cool. Thanks. I mean, you know, uh, what you are currently in your year two, if I'm not wrong, or you have finished it.
Yeah, too. Yeah, just finished this summer.
Great. Well, so while you were in the UK, have you experienced any work, or you just focus on study?
You mean during the summer
Part time?
holiday?
Yes, summer holiday, or even the term time. Have you been working part time or?
Yeah, I've been working part-time. It's sort of like enjoying the summer holiday while still doing something to keep myself busy. Because I'm not that kind of person who really enjoying like lots of free time for a really long time. I really want to do something to occupy myself,
Yeah.
and especially I think it's a quite long holiday, and better take advantage of the time I could get to get some real industry experience so that I could be better prepared for the next year.
Great. Could you tell us some of your experience, like, I mean, working with the company or maybe writing with the magazines which is related to your course? And if you just give us the name and also some of share your experience with them.
So at this moment, I've been working with the media organization, which is a kind of like a platform sharing some information about my country and connected. That is also connected to the local community because they've just got their English version.
Hmm.
And they offer lots of journalistic wise the content. That's why I'm interested in applying for it. And the work I've been doing so far were like helping video editing because they produce lots of social media content to update their audience, as well as writing. And as for writing work, it's actually quite flexible. It's pretty much like if you could get some good ideas and then you just tell your editor, and he's been really helpful just in helping my like sort out the ideas and make those happen.
Cool. That's great. That's great. Well, so come back to the academic side again. I mean, well, you came to the UK, I mean, in Nottingham Trent University. I'm a student of Nottingham Trent University as well. So they have, and I believe most of the university have a mentorship, a personal tutor. And how was it effective to you? And how did you really get help from the tutors and personal tutors and mentors since you have started in the UK? Would you just share your experience of that, please?
Yeah, so it was something quite new to me when I just came here, and when I was a fresher, I was actually quite impressed by I mean, the position of such a mentor there, being that it's like there's always someone who came to you to check on you. And I was quite surprised the first time I got the email, like an appointment sent by my mentor asking me, perhaps are you available at this time? Can I have a chat with you? I was like a bit sort of worried at the beginning because I feel like, is there something wrong with me? Why should we have a chat? And when I went to that office with her and we sat down to chat through, it's basically some really just like a small chat, talk about your life experience, how have you settled in here, perhaps if, you feel comfortable with your study wise, or perhaps a life experience, do you need any help or any support at all? So it was just those kinds of small questions that really comfort me and sort of reassured me if there's anything wrong with me, if I feel like I need any support, there is a person there who I could turn to and ask for help. So it was quite impressive, I would say.
Yeah, that's great. Yes, even if I share you my experience, like my personal teachers and my mentors was like the key parts of my education since I've started with NTU. And they have helped me with all of my academic stuff, and also if I have any personal problem as well, I can share with them.
Mm,
And that's
yeah.
really great. You won't find it anywhere in the world. There's something really, really different than other higher educational destination. I'm not sure if they have these similar kind of things, but if UK has only this one, it's really great.
Yeah, I think the role of mentor is quite important, especially to international students, right? We're just
Yeah,
so far away from home, and sometimes we study here on our own. We really need someone like who reassuring us and making us feel like this is just your home.
yeah, that's really great. People who just joined us, just let them know that this is Atiyah Mainul Islam and an OCA student advisor, and today I'm joined with our one of the student from Nottingham Trent University. She's doing broadcasting journalism. And if you have any question related to the UK higher education and anything related to like the universities and admission process, please do not hesitate to visit our website www.orchestudent.co.uk. And if you'd like to book any appointments with any of the advisors, you can do it from there, from the website. And if you can find more about us if you just visit our Facebook and Instagram pages. Cool. Na Qing, I'm just curious to know, like, the COVID situation and the things going on around the world. How did you manage as an international student, and also how do you feel like the university and also UKVI been so helpful to the students in the UK?
Well, I don't know too much about UKVI. I could say something about the university. I would
Yeah.
say the amount of support from Northern Trent University is really great because it's like since the end of March when we went to lockdown and everything's turned into online, we just feel like although sometimes that we have to adapt to like the new kind of way of learning, but there's also a kind of technical support like you could get from the NTU, and no matter when you've got a question or something you feel like technical issues, you just email them. There's always such a person getting back to you really responsibly. So that's why I feel like I still could be able to like still keep learning with the university while we were in that situation in a lockdown. And also it's about the support from our teaching staff as well,
Mhm.
because particularly with our module, we were in the kind of in the middle of nowhere and a bit panicked about our coursework because we don't know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
It's such a practical project. without being able to going out to do interviews or say just visiting some events to get stories, how could we be able to just finish our assessments where we were asked to write about stories and even produce some news stories on it. And there's always teachers just guiding through and telling us some industry professional practice, how those professional journalists have been working on their deadlines. And those kinds of advice has been really helpful for us. And also really reassured us, okay, this is the thing we could do, and helping us to get out of that uncertainty.
Yeah, that's what I know actually about NTU. They have been very, very helpful to the students who have been stuck here in Nottingham just because of the travel ban and stuff. And they were offering, if you need any place to stay or even if you need anything, any help for your food and living expenses, they were very, very helpful on that occasion. And in case of UCI, they were very, very flexible and also very kind and offering help to students who've been gotten stuck in the Nottingham and also all over the UK. So they're just extending the visas for the students who weren't able to travel back, and also some sort of special arrangements for them, which was really, really different than other countries, how they actually treat other international students. For example, in Australia, they have announced like, okay, you can go back. We cannot actually look after that. This was really difficult for the students who were stuck in that country. So you could actually set an example for all other countries who have international students, and also it will actually grow them up in the international market. Country like China. I mean, I think China is the #1 country like who sends their students most in the UK.
Yeah, definitely. The numbers growing in recent years quite a lot, I guess.
Yeah. Well, thanks. One more thing, like, I mean, the student, you, me, and everyone who actually came as an international student in UK, we love traveling in different places. So I'm sure you have been in some places while the things was normal when you could travel. So what was your best place? And also, when everything comes back to normal, where would you like to go?
Well, I would say the first place I would like to visit when things get back would be Scotland, because I really like the Scottish countryside views, and that's the place I'm really looking forward to seeing. And the second place would be Wales. That's also the kind of countryside view I really like. I like natural views. And of course, since I've been here in the UK, I think definitely worthwhile visiting some countries in Europe, though I still haven't got time. So hopefully, I really want to go play countries like Spain, and I think Barcelona would be the first place I would go to, and then second, Sicily in Italy, also the place I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, that's our plan.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. And some like few more questions, and also your opinion about like OK student. The farm we help international students and also European and home student on their application process. So how did you come across with OK student, and what is your feeling and opinion about that?
Well, my journey, I came across OK students. I think we say through you, right? Because you're not a student, and that's introduced me to this. And then I start sort of still part of the team. Like I feel like it's a quite good idea that OK students is like in a student team, helping those prospective students who are going to come to this UK. So it's about the idea students provide advice, because as students definitely we would know more about the details, like how this course would be carried out and what kind of coursework you might be facing if you choose this subject, and also like the student's experience. If you study in a certain city, what kind of life you could expect. that's the kind of things we as a students could understand better than those people that can maybe professional. Because I think when it comes to choosing a university, when it comes to studying abroad, there are informations that we could divide it into several levels. The first
Mhm.
level is about a relatively professional level, and those questions could be answered by people who are professional, and we've got the professional advisors here to be able to answer those questions. And then when it comes to a lower level of information and those relatively detailed information about the studies, about the life experience from the perspective of students. And here's the roles the students advisors came, right? We could be able to answer those questions and share our true real experience to them. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Thanks. And
Mhm.
I would like to personally thank you for joining us today in the live. We're just in the end. And
Uh,
also thanking you for bringing the nature to this live rather than having a large room.
apolo- yeah, apologize if I look a bit messy from time to time if the wind blows. And thank you for having me.
It's absolutely fine, and it was really, really cool to talking to you and share your experience. And I would like to tell the students also who are in the live who have joined us, like if they have any question, if you want to know about higher education in the UK, please do visit our website www.okstudent.co.uk/form, and you can fill up your inquiries, and also one of our advisor will get in touch with you as soon as you made your inquiries. And also if you you can do send an emails directly info@orchestrand.co.uk, and also you can book an appointment with any of the advisors you would like to through the website. And thank you, Na Qing, to be
Thank
with
you.
us today, and hopefully we'll have more stories coming up next week. And also we would like to hear about your more experience, I mean, maybe in coming years. I would love
Okay.
to see your writings in the LinkedIn featuring Orca students.
Thank you. We'll try my best to produce more content.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah.